Well, turning now, a Memphis woman unexpectedly lost her daughter earlier this year. And over the past few months, among her many challenges, she's not able to get her daughter's death certificate.
Seems like that should be pretty simple. So she turned to ABC 24 solution seeker Scott Mattis, who is with us in the studio with her story. Scott, were you able to help her out?
Yeah, absolutely. Good evening to you both. This falls under, you don't know how difficult of a situation this might be until you're actually in it. Now, the reason why this death certificate is so important to obtain for Debbie Washington, aside from the obvious, is because she's the beneficiary for her daughter who passed away unexpectedly this past August. Now, without this death certificate, she can't access the insurance money and she can't pay for the funeral. And then she also possibly can't survive.
As soon as I got up there, found what room she was in, just when they told me she had passed 20 minutes ago. So I've been going through it since then.
On August 13th, 2024, Debbie Washington suddenly lost her only daughter, 39-year-old LaToya Cannon, after she was rushed to the emergency room with what her mother tells me turned out to be a blood clot.
It's stressing me out. It's putting more grief in my heart. I lost my only child.
Fast forward through the intense grief and pain. Later that month, Washington laid her daughter to rest at New Park Cemetery off Horn Lake Road in Memphis. The problem, Washington tells me, more than 2 months later, she still doesn't have her daughter's signed death certificate.
I'm getting to run around.
Washington contracted with Joe Ford Funeral Home, who performed the funeral. But as the days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, Washington tells me the signed death certificate never arrived.
So I'm getting tired. I said, this is putting more stress and grief on me.
I discovered that proper procedure in the state of Tennessee is for the funeral home to send the death certificate to the Office of Vital Records within 5 days of the death. I also discovered the funeral home sent the death certificate to the Shelby County Medical Examiner's office, who ultimately determined that this was not a medical examiner's case, ultimately delaying the process.
Nobody's trying to do anything. I haven't heard anything since. It's frustrating.
After talking with the funeral company and the hospital about Debbie Washington's major problem, Washington tells me only after our ABC 24 News investigation, the hospital made contact with her and that the doctor signed her daughter's death certificate, finally giving some sort of peace to a beyond devastating situation.
You have to keep pushing to get things done. So I'm glad that you came into the picture. Other than that, nothing would have got done. I could move forward. I got my peace now, and that's where I want to be at peace.
Sadly enough, we had to do this story in the first place. Of course, that's hard enough to go through a situation like that. Now, that death certificate, the ink was signed last night. Congratulations. All right, now, if you have a problem that you just can't seem to solve yourself, I want to hear from you. We've got a brand new email address for solutions seeking issues. It's help@abc24.com. For now, live in studio, I'm Scott Mattis.
We're going to say that one more time because we're having graphics issues, Scott.
Absolutely.
Help abc24.com.
Made it super easy. Help at abc24.com.
Okay, well, great job tonight. We appreciate it.